Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Marty B here on Marty B's YouTube channel. Today we're going to Rural King and we're buying a Rural King RK37 tractor. I've been looking at these tractors for a long time, and back in February, on February the 28th, I decided to go ahead and purchase one. And I was able to pick it up today on May the 13th of 2022. Went to the Rural King in Morganton, which is my local Rural King here in North Carolina, and spoke with Joe. Joe was my salesman. Talked to him on the phone, also text. Actually never met him until today. We did everything by text and over the phone as far as purchasing this tractor. And here he's loading up my forks that I bought for the tractor. They're an industrial pallet fork. Very impressed with how they're made. Very thick metal, heavy duty forks. Should do real well with what I plan to do with them. Sometimes at customer's property, they may have something that needs to be moved. It may be logs, it may be pallets, block, bricks, rock, stuff like that that pallet forks work really well for. I've found in my experience from the past that they're a very handy tool to have, so I went ahead and purchased one with this tractor. It does have the quick attach on the front of it, so I've got a granite grapple, an RK granite grapple made by Top Dog Attachments, and I got that. I've also got the smooth front bucket, the pallet forks, a box blade, and a 24-inch bucket. It comes equipped with an 18-inch bucket, so it's on it now. And I did get a 24-inch bucket for the backhoe also. I plan to do driveway tile and some trenching and stuff like that, and I wanted a wider bucket. Now I'm loading the machine onto the trailer for the very first time. It loaded really well. Didn't try to rear up in the front end or nothing like that. I'm having to take my time so I don't damage my toolbox on the front of my trailer. It's aluminum with those points on that grapple. Was sort of concerned about how to tie this thing down. With the backhoe attachment on it, it actually tied down real well. I just run it across the front arms and ran it across the arms on the back of the backhoe. And the UPS driver there, he came over to help me. Here's my 6-foot box blade. It's a Rural King box blade, and I decided to purchase that with it as well, so I can do finish grade whenever I get done doing grading around someone's house or on their property or whatnot. Very, very pleased with the way it's sitting on the trailer and with all the attachments I got with it. There's Joe. Joe, he really helped me out. He did really good, as I said earlier. Very pleased with him. Okay, now I'm going to pull up here so we can load the 24-inch bucket and also the front bucket for the machine on the passenger side. I want to talk now about Steve. Steve is the mechanic there at Rural King. He took me through an hour-long intro to this tractor. He went through every part of it, explained what I need to check, and explained the 50-hour service, and went through everything. It also explained problems they were having in other parts of the country, like with salt corrosion, stuff like that. Just tell me what to look out for and not to do to my tractor. He was very knowledgeable, and I believe he'll be a good mechanic just by the way he talked and just the demeanor he had about him. So I think we're in good hands at Morganton if he's working on our equipment. I was very pleased with him. Again, I was pleased with Joe. There was a piece here for the back of the tractor that didn't ship with it that I stopped in the front of the store there. He brought it out to me, and now I'm going to head home and use it around the house and try to get a feel for it and see how well it does. Tomorrow I've got some trenching to do with it. I'll try to do some video of that so I can release that in another video later on. The tractor pulled well on my trailer. The implements and stuff was a little bit heavier than I thought they was going to be as far as pulling it home. As I make my drive home here, let's discuss why I decided to go with a Rural King tractor. They're made by TYM. It's a 37 horsepower tractor. It's similar to the one my brother's got, made by Kubota. I think his is 34 horsepower. I'm very pleased with that size by using Mike's tractor, and I wanted to find something comparable. The reason I went Rural King is they throw in some things that other companies, Kubota, John Deere, like that, my understanding, charge more for. That one of the things being is like the beat fluid filled tires on the rear of the tractor. That's something they charge more for at other people. That's thrown in at Rural King. The front end loader and 4-wheel drive, that is standard at Rural King. They also put a remote on the rear of the machine to use at the back of it, and that's standard at Rural King. I was very, very pleased with what I got today, and there's some other things like in the cab that Rural King had that the other tractors didn't.
Okay, guys, I'm unloading the tractor off the trailer.
From research I did on them,
and play around with it a little bit.
They got good reviews. I've joined a few forums, also some of the Rural King pages on Facebook, and been following that for a good while before I ever made the decision to buy one. So I think I'm going to be very happy with it. Another thing is the warranty on it. It's got a 24-month warranty. My understanding is it pretty much covers everything on the tractor, and then it's got it's 24-month or 2,000 hours, and then it's got a powertrain warranty that's 96 months, which is 8 years and 3,000 hours. So I hope to get to that point one day to see if that warranty is still good, if I need it. But it's basically the extended warranty on it's basically any of the metal parts, like with the motor, the transmission, stuff like that, the castings, that's the type of stuff. If any of that breaks or comes apart, and that should be covered. Let me apologize on the camera angle on these videos right here. I set it up right, but it got moved at some point, and the video just isn't really good. Anyway, I used the backhoe to dig up the stumps, or a stump in the backyard, and it worked really good. It was a big stump. It's a poplar tree. It dug up the stump pretty good. I mean, it did real well, actually. And it's not as strong as I thought it might be, but I think a lot of that was me needing to learn the leverage points in it and which cylinder has the power, whether it's the crowd or the bucket cylinder or the lift cylinder. Just something you'll learn in time. Anyhow, if you need a tractor, go by and see Joe at Rural King in Morganton. Also go by and see Steve, their mechanic. Them guys are real knowledgeable. They can help you out. They've done me right. I'm not had any issues whatsoever. They were real good today. Been real good the whole time I've been going through this. Joe's kept me up to date on what's going on, and with my order, because the tractor was ordered, they built it for me, and everything's on it like I wanted. So get a chance, go by and see Joe and buy you a tractor from Rural King. Thank you for letting me come on and you guys watch what I'm doing. Consider subscribing and like this video, and you'll see some adventures going on with this tractor. I plan to work it a lot. It's got to make its payment. So thank you again for watching.